Hello YouTube, and welcome to me standing on top of a tree in SkyFactory 2. This is Kankadia, and I have jumped onto the bandwagon. Everyone else on TriCraft seems to be doing SkyFactory 2 videos, so I figured I might as well do them myself. I'll talk to you while I dig through this tree. So most of you are familiar, I'm sure, with SkyFactory 2. It's a mod that a mod pack that Bacon Donut has prepared. It actually came out about month and a half, 2 months ago, and when it first came out, I was ecstatic. I'm still kind of ecstatic because I love it. I'm a big fan of Bacon Donut. He does some really awesome stuff. Love watching his videos. When it first came out, I thought to myself, there's no way that I can make a Let's Play for SkyFactory. It's just Skyblock Let's Plays, while a lot of fun, they're just, in my opinion, it takes so much effort in order to produce a decent amount of video. I mean, I'd have to play for maybe 3 hours to get 20-30 minutes of what I would consider to be decent gameplay. So that's not exactly the best way to run a video. But I was talking with some of the other guys on TriCraft, and I think it was Eddie Magpie who had the idea of doing weekly updates. And I was like, let me just, so I can remove that. That's NEI. Yeah, I'll have to figure out a way to remove while, because that's actually kind of big. He had the idea to instead of just doing. Oh, I got wood. Oh, there we go. Okay, so now we have a problem because I'm running low. And I do not have very many. I need to get one sapling, please. Oh, yes, one sapling. Got my one. I'm now happy. Oh, shoot, lost one. So 2 saplings from that, not great. Alright. Eddie Magpie had the idea of, instead of doing daily videos for SkyFactory 2, you can instead do sort of weekly recaps of what you worked on. I think that actually works better for me, because as it is, it's kind of hard for me to record. I do have a full-time job, takes up a lot of my time. I also have a fiance who takes up the rest of it, and the little time I have left, I'm using for the TriCraft server. And so I think I should be able to put together something that should be enjoyable, something that you go and enjoy thoroughly, and we'll see what happens. So let me regale you while I work up to making my first little platform here of what first happened to me the first time I played Skyblock. And basically, I'd heard about Skyblock. I think I actually seen, if you do a YouTube search for Skyblock, you should find like it's like maybe a 2-minute animation about Skyblock, and it has like a guy waking up on a block, and it says "for you." There's a bucket of lava and a thing of and a bucket of water, and it's all he has to work with. Hang on, I gotta do this the first time. Let me see you twerk, 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 twerk. Twerk it, 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 twerk it. Yeah, it's working. Okay, so you don't actually have to go like this in third person mode in order to get the twerk setting to work. You can actually do it in first person mode, looking directly at the thing. It does it randomly in a certain area. I think. Yep, there we go. Nice. That was actually pretty quick. So the first time I ever did Skyblock, this is when I first started getting into I was in vanilla Minecraft, and I was just starting to get into modded Minecraft. So I went onto a server, the public server that had offered Skyblock. So I was like, okay. So I went on, and I went into one of their randomly, I guess it was World, or I generate the Skyblocks in that. And I started up, and I got the chest with the lava and water buckets, and I put them both together, and I made obsidian. And then I was like, okay, well, what do I do now? It's like, can't do anything about it, so I had to exit the world and make a new one. Kind of sucked, but what else are you gonna do? Actually, what I'm gonna do right now, I'm thinking of it. This crafting station being here is somewhat dangerous. but if I make it half slab, a little more amenable. And I can use it as a step too. So that was the first time. The second time, I went in and I was like, okay, so I have to be more careful with this now. So I dug out a little bit. In a traditional skyblock, you get the little L-shaped thing of dirt. So I dug out a little L, a few blocks away, put in the water, and I put in the dirt, and they made obsidian again. Okay, can't do anything else, so I quit. Went out and found a wiki. Cobblestone generator, and it said so about there's many different ways to make cobblestone generator, and showed me a picture of it. I was like, okay, I can do that. Show me a picture of how to make it. I can make a cobblestone generator if you show me a picture of it. So cool. Went back in, and I was like, okay, this should be right. I mean, this is there, that's there. That's the thing. Put it in, and obsidian. Rage quit. Came back an hour or so later. Did more research, found out what my mistake was. I forgot to put the block down in order for the water to go into. So I rectified that mistake, and I was able to get a cobblestone generator running. It's like, woohoo, now I have cobblestone. Okay, so what do I do? Okay, so now I need to break the tree. So needless to say, I figured out how to break the tree very carefully and get the saplings, wood to make a wooden pickaxe, all that good stuff. Problem was that a little bit later, I had noticed that it stopped working when I was using the cobblestone generator. I noticed that the block of water, actually it was a block of ice originally that he put down. The block of ice had turned into the water source block had turned into a block of ice. I went over there, tried to break it with my hand. Those of you who played Skyblock will go, oh, yeah, oh, it broke completely and did not give me the water source block. So, yeah, rage quit, and I didn't play with Skyblock again for several months until I think I saw someone do a Let's Play about Skyblock, and I was like, okay, I'll give it, there we go, thank you. That one took a little longer. Someone do a Let's Play on Skyblock, so I went back into that. And I gave it a try, and actually I did it on hardcore, and I was doing it with I think it was Skyblock 2. It wasn't pure Skyblock. It was Skyblock 2. That I think that's the one that has the challenges and also gives you a couple of islands you have to get to. I actually got pretty far. I got into the Nether, but what eventually killed me, and I was actually doing it on hardcore, which in hindsight was a mistake, given how noobish I really was with that mod, was that I got shot off of my ramp by a skeleton while I was trying to repair my mob grinder while it was still functioning. Think about that for a second. Functioning mob grinder, me trying to fix it while it's still working, skeleton takes a look at me, I look at the skeleton, dunk, yeah. Hence, rage quit, didn't go back for quite some time until Agrarian Skies. And I really like Agrarian Skies. It's a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the 1.7 version when it eventually comes out, JadedCat. Eventually, she will come out with it because she is awesome, even though she is completely, utterly evil. But she is also quite awesome. So I'm looking forward to that when it comes out, and I definitely play it. I find that you really do need something else in Skyblock. I mean, Skyblock itself is kind of fun, and I can understand doing the challenges. I feel like you need something to build towards. I'm the kind of person who, when I first came into Minecraft, I came into a world. I'm like, okay, what do I do first? It wasn't like, oh, look at this place. It was like, what do I do? What's to do? What's the next thing that's on the to-do list? And if I don't have a to-do list, I have to make my own. And make my own. And believe me, I've got many to-do lists. It's usually not as extensive as it could be. It's not quite. Hang on. It's not quite as much as say someone who knows the mod pack and knows what the limitations are. Oh, there we go. Knows what the capabilities are, can generate for you. Hence, the achievement book that I think Bacon Donut actually didn't write the text, but someone he worked with did. Very cool. Oh, okay. Oh, actually, I did. Sorry. So, wood age, use a crook and leaves to get saplings and silkworm. Check. Cool. So like I said before, I am not going to do like a traditional Let's Play of this Skyblock because, oh, I got an apple. Nice, first apple. Because I can't. I just do not have the time for it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do weekly episodes. I'm going to try and get a decent amount done in the meantime. And I will give you guys a report hopefully once a week to let you know how everything's going. I'm also going to try and follow, I think at this point, Eddie, Mountain Dew, and Trionis all have these series going, so I'm going to follow them, see how they're doing, and they're probably going to be watching each other's videos, checking out how things go. We actually played around with the idea of turning our TriCraft server into a SkyFactory 2 server, but all I had to say was imagine the lag from 13 different mob grinders and avoid age. Yeah, that would not be fun. At least I don't think it'd be fun. It might be fun for like a minute or so, then become pretty much unbearable. So yeah, I played Agrarian Skies for a while, and I really liked it. I'm looking forward to it again because of all the quests. And once I get the quest, I know what to do. I have a better idea of how everything's are. Oh, sorry. You guys, those of you who are playing SkyFactory 2 will notice that there are at least two differences in this game versus what other people are playing. One is that I do not have the infinite inventory mod. I actually, this is my fourth SkyFactory 2 world. I played it a couple times. I got as far as I think the Iron Age in one of them, and it was quite fun, but just one thing or another, I didn't really have time for it. I'm going to try and keep this one a little bit longer, probably. So the other thing is that I did not have Vein Miner installed. Some people love it, and I remember Pyrostasis when he was doing his SkyFactory series, not Factory 1, not too long ago. He was saying how great the Vein Miner is. I think. No, sorry, it was a different series. He was doing at the SkyFactory and kind of wished he had Vein Miner. Me, I just think it's an accident waiting to happen. I think it's really just sort of asking for trouble to give me the ability to theoretically break my whole platform. So I'm doing without that and without infinite inventory. The infinite inventory is, I love the concept of it, but my problem was that whenever I was interacting with any kind of GUI, whether it was a furnace, whether it was the smeltery, especially the smeltery, or a chest or anything like that, it would the infinite inventory would interfere with the GUI, and you couldn't access the stuff that was in the inventory portion of your screen. So it became kind of a headache, and it really wasn't worth it for me. So I decided to do without it. For this Let's Play. Sorry, it's not Let's Play. This is a, what do you call this? A weekly recap. This is the weekly recap of SF2 with Kanakadia. So let me tell you a little bit about my strategy here. I'm going to do SkyFactory 2, obviously. One thing that Trionis is doing in his series, and I'm going to be mentioning other people's series as often as I can, he actually built an early game mob grinder, or mob trap. Technically, it's not a mob grinder because it doesn't automatically kill. It just generates and traps them so you can kill them yourself. But I like the idea of having an early game mob trap. The problem is I've never done them well. Hence the thing about the Skyblock previously. So what I usually do is I usually wait until I get iron. So I'm going to have to be quite a while. In fact, I have to wait until I get iron, and then I can make basically what Generic B used in his Agrarian Sky series. And I've made this particular mob grinder. It's a waterfall style. At least 7 or 8 times, different series. So I've gotten pretty good at it. I still have to refer to a diagram for the exact sizes. But yeah, this thing, it works pretty well, and it's actually the best thing I like. The thing I like about it the most is that it's upgradable. Basically, those of you who aren't familiar with it, it's shaped like a giant mushroom. It is, oh, there we go. It's about, again, I don't have the dimensions on top in front of me, but it's about 32 high at the stem, and then of course that is the fall distance. And you can just put punji sticks from Tinker's Construct at the bottom. You can use the iron spikes, but I think it's actually a waste of iron. I mean, all you need is just damage. So if you just look up, where are they? There you go, punji sticks. You make them with sugarcane. So not too hard. All you have to do is, I think it's sift sand, and you get sugarcane that way. Not the most difficult thing in the world to get. Put that at the bottom of it. On the top, you make, I think it's 12 spawning platforms, and that's basically a 3x3 with trapdoors on the edges. And what you do is you take the trapdoors and you put them in a down position. So what that does is it takes advantage of the mob's wander mechanic, and because of the way the mobs think, they think of a trapdoor as something that is only in one state, that is open. They don't understand the concept of a trapdoor being down, and so what they do is it will walk over it, and hence they will walk down the trapdoor, which leads into initially water channels. So imagine a bunch of platforms, water channels leading into a central 2x2, straight down 30 some blocks into punji sticks. Eventually you attach a vacuum hopper to that, attach it to a bunch of jabba barrels, and you got yourself a mob trap. Now here's the important thing. Because that thing, the trap uses water, initially you cannot spawn endermen in there, because if you do, they will jump everywhere because of all the water. And that can be kind of fun. You do get a lot of early game ender pearls theoretically, but it's also extraordinarily dangerous. Actually, that reminds me. Game rule. Keep inventory. Oh, sorry. I was going to capitalize it. Game rule. Keep inventory true. There we go. I do like to cheat that when I'm in. I do cheats enable. I'm not planning on cheating much. But that's one thing I do like to do when I'm playing in Skyblock, because I don't like to lose my stuff. And I'm not playing in a hardcore, and there's no hardcore questing mode available in SF2. That is the purview of Agrarian Skies, of course. And I'm pretty sure that hardcore questing mode was actually made for Agrarian Skies, unless I'm very much mistaken about that. Let me know in the comments. So yeah, I've been yakking around for a while, and you just see me twerk and work on this tree, which is what I'm going to be doing for quite some time now. And I made it into a little bit here. So it's been Kanakadia for SkyFactory 2, and I appear to have a tree up my arse. So see you next time.